It was my first position out of teacher training college, so naturally I approached the job with a great deal of enthusiasm. I had a duty to my students to engage them in the subject. I didn't find the school that difficult. My own schooling wasn't that far removed from my teacher experience there. It's fair to say that some older members of the staff didn't like their feathers ruffled. Lots of my colleagues had nothing positive to say about their students they taught. To be honest, I was a touch surprised by the sheer disregard and contempt they had for their profession. In any other industry, they would have been sacked. However, many teachers simply close their doors and exercise a methodology that has no place in modern education practice. Come in.
Good morning. Are you Miss Cobb?
Yes.
Grandpa, I'm new to the school. I believe you're expecting me.
Oh yes, Mr. Cunningham did mention.
I appear to be in your first period English class.
Well, I think you're the first student here to ever arrive early to class. Please, take a seat.
Can I sit anywhere?
Yes, I gave up the idea of a seating firm. So, you're from England?
Yes, my family moved here last week.
Well, it's a difficult time to start, I must say. I do hope you're all right with your work.
I have no doubt I will be.
Today we're going to discuss the book I've assigned. We need to talk about Kevin. Hopefully some of the class will have read it. It might be a struggle for you, but maybe you saw the film.
I've read it.
Oh, good. Did you study it at your last school?
No.
Well, if you've already read the book, that will be helpful for our discussion. You will find that discussing literature is not exactly this class's forte.
You intrigue me.
Good morning, girls. So you like reading then?
I intend to gain an A grade in English literature. The chances of me doing that would be fairly obscure if I did not enjoy reading.
What else do you read?
I read a bit of this, a bit of that.
Is that so? I can see I shall have to discuss some good literature with you at some point.
Yes, that does sound like a conversation we must have one day.
Okay, class, listen up. As you can see, we have a new student with us today. Please say hello to Ken Cullen. And his name is the example of what class? Alliteration. As you should all know by now, when two or more words in a sentence or phrase begin with the same consonant sound, the way they do in the name Ken Cullen, this is alliteration. And now we're going to talk about the book that we've been reading. We need to talk about Kevin by Lionel Shriver. Who here has read it? Right, well, I was hoping more people would have done, but no matter. In order to analyse the book, we need to understand...
What's there to analyse this? It's about the boy who goes around and kills lots of people.
I thought you hadn't read it, Corder Kelly.
I looked at the back of the book.
Well, if you had bothered to read the set text, Corder, you may have understood that this novel has a lot more complexities than that. Those of you who have read it will know that it looks back on the life of the young killer through the eyes of his mother, Eva.
Sure.
Yes, Claire?
What we need to talk about Kevin is essentially about personality and its effect on the psyche of those around us. About how a person becomes sociopathic. It's a debate that is very relevant to real life.
Go on.
The novel was written around the time where the news media quite frequently reported gun crime and shooting incidents in the United States. The perpetrators of these incidents were typically white, middle class, and came from families that society deems as being respectable. And therefore, there was a lot of debate as to what caused these incidents, be it the frequency of gun ownership in the States, education, the rising popularity of the internet, etc. The novel looks at the character of Kevin and asks a question as to whether his frankly sociopathic nature was something innate that he was born with, or whether it was something, or whether it was his parents' complete lack of understanding of him which made him lash out at the world.
That's very impressive, Claire. Would anyone else like to add to that? Very well. Who can say what message they think that Lionel Shriver was trying to put across when she wrote the novel? Clem again.
I actually don't think that there is any distinct message. It's not so much of a statement as it is a question. Lionel Shriver writes in the afterword at the end of the book that when she reads responses from her readers, it is almost as if they are assessing two different books. Some readers say that some readers feel overwhelmingly sorry for Eva, having apparently given birth to a child who was pure evil from the off. There are some readers who feel it is Eva's reaction when she fails to bond immediately with Kevin, which sets him on the path to sociopathy. It is a question that is never really answered. Given that Eva's perspective is the only one we ever hear, we cannot even be sure if her accounts of what happened are true.
And what do you think, Clem? How do you think someone becomes a killer?
I think that is a question that people have tried to answer throughout history and have failed, and whatever we have said, we have consistently been wrong. This is shown in the book as well. We see in the days prior to Thursday how Franklin and Eva are both very opinionated about how to deal with the rising fad of gun popularity. Although they both have opposing views, after it happens, of course, Eva completely reevaluates her position and does not really come to a definite decision about it. I feel that a wise person would not get beyond that point. What I think it comes down to is, when a school tragedy happens, people probably lay the blame on society, the internet, TV, or violent films. Not many people think it could be the parents or the teacher's fault, do they? But then, is it? We all have our say, spout off different opinions, different directions. Everyone has their say, but who's right?
And you don't believe that anyone can be right?
Not exactly, no. In the book, we see that despite what Eva may be saying in hindsight, no one could possibly predict what Kevin was going to do. There were all sorts of warning signs that were put in place, but in the end, they were entirely worthless. I think this is what needs to be remembered. Anyone can be a killer, even the last person you would possibly expect. It doesn't matter how they behave, what they believe, or what their background. All it takes is for the right combination of circumstances to be in place for someone to just snap.
This car was practically salvating when Clem came into class. I mean, even I was embarrassed for her. These new teachers need to be put into place. They're so full of intervention. It's so annoying. I mean, just get us a book and read it. Or at least we'll pretend we'll read it. We don't have to examine what every blinking word means. I was worried when Clem came to school. I was worried that both me and Rosie would fancy him and there'd be this pure tension between us. But then, after I heard him speak all that rubbish in English class, I knew there was no way I could fancy him. Not my type. But I could tell that Rosie liked him. So anyways, there's this guy, and he says, so, are you on your own? And I said, well, I was here. And he said, want to come back to mine?
And what did you see?
I said, bloody cheek. I said, aren't you going to buy me a drink first?
So, did you go back with him?
No, not that time. I've seen him since then.
Did you go to our school?
No, he's a bit older than us. He goes to college or uni or something. But don't look it until you tried it.
I don't want to be, thank you.
He's not my beer. He's just some guy I see around.
Aye, right.
You got your eye on anyone?
No. So, all the guys around here, they close.
Hey, there's that English dude.
Oh, Claire.
What?
That's what Miss Crowe said his name was. Claire, weird name.
Aye, tell me about it.
What was it Miss Crowe was saying? Alliteration. That's it. When two words begin with the same letter. Like Clem Curran. Co-Clem Curran.
Classic Cora and co-Clem Curran. Cruising and kissing in a convertible coupe.
Not likely.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Well, I just don't think he was your type, that's all.
Oh, I won't believe me. After I heard him talk all that rubbish about that book, there's no way I could listen to him talk non-stop.
It's not that bad, actually.
What?
You need to talk about Kevin. It's not that bad.
Don't you start. Maybe you and Clem and Miss Crowe can get together and have loads of banter about books. Just leave me into it.
What music are you into, my man?
Really?
Aye, what are you bang out?
I doubt you'll be familiar with them.
Where's that?
What music do you listen to then?
Oh, you know, Kanye, Kaiser Chiefs, Ed Sheeran.
My favourite band is the Smiths.
Who?
I said you wouldn't know them.
I know him.
You do?
Yeah, my dad was a roadie, worked with him a few times. What are they like? They're right. Don't pay much attention.
Are those girls in our English class?
Who?
Those girls over there, they're in our English class?
Oh, aye.
The one with all the hair is called Cara?
Cora.
Cora then.
Hey, everybody knows Cora.
You intrigue me. What do they know her for?
Well, she's alright, but she's a bit of a skank.
A scamp.
Means she sticks her in.
I know what the word means. All I know about her is that she considers a casual glance at the back cover of a blurb of sufficient enough to fully understand the intricate plots of we need to talk about Kevin.
Aye, I read that she is not.
You read.
Nay, I doubt anyone bothered to read that book, except you.
I suppose I should take that as a compliment. Who's the other girl?
Rosie. That is Rosie Farrell.
What's she like?
She's alright. I men hate her, but she's alright.
Weird. Snubbed her a few times, but it's too out there for me.
Out there.
Strange lassie. Mental. Bit of a looper.
Looper.
Like, like funny man, but not mad man. Right. See those nets over there?
Stand next to Neds.
The mad squad, the ones with the trackies on the greasy napper.
You mean mad or funny mad?
Listen, Clem, my old son. The mad squad are the only ones in this school to watch out for.
Really?
Aye, I'm telling you. I didn't mind the guy. It wasn't like we were going to be best buddies or anything. But the impression I got was that there was something weird about him. He spoke dead posh, man. You couldn't understand that half the things he was saying made chatting a nightmare. Because we were the senior guys, we were asked to show him the ropes, where the smokers area was, who were the good teachers, and who were the Tolongos. What students were right to hang around with, and who were the total nerds and geeks, and who the maddies were. Aye, the students who we thought were mad. I told him from day one, stay well away, man. Don't go anywhere near them.
What? Get out! Sorry. Hi, Mum. It's me. How are you? Just getting through each day. Nothing exciting. She's fine, I think. You can't always tell. I know. She's so private. I don't understand it. I suppose it's just the age. I was like that though, wasn't I? I suppose it's different now though. Different times and all that. I tell you what though, you hear all these things, don't you? About kids getting dead obsessive and going out and doing weird things. I mean, that music she listens to. I don't see what she sees in it. Sometimes I just wonder, you know, if we lived somewhere else, if Richard had been round a bit more. I know, I suppose. I just hope she'd talk to me, but I suppose I can't make her. Alright, Mum. I'll speak to you soon. Okay. Bye. I was getting worried about our Rosie. She was dressing like one of those depressed lassies you see in the centre of town. I didn't want our Rosie to follow suit. It's not any parent's dream, is it? It's terrifying being a parent nowadays. As a mother, you want to be pals with your daughter. Good pals, you know. Talking about girly stuff and all that. But Rosie was not into all that.